Hi. Okay, has been a disaster. I tried recording very first thing when I left the house, and I got all confused with what I wanted to say. Then my alarm went off, and I had to re-record it. And as I was re-recording it, my alarm went off again. So I'm going to scrap everything I've said before, and start here from scratch. So, right now, I wanted to share the idea that sparked this thought of going on YouTube, and I don't really know how to say it, but also I think that's exactly why I wanted to begin this whole process, because I think it doesn't matter how I say it, I just need to get it out there, and then once I say it, once or twice, I can then refine the idea and say it again, or maybe make a proper video out of it. But those first thoughts of what I want to show in a potential video or whatever, maybe better if it just comes out raw, like right now, than me sitting in my room thinking of the ways I can share it. So, okay. So the idea I had, or maybe the struggle I had, was this thought of transitioning from being a uni student to living your life as a free person. At least that's how I feel about uni. I felt like when I was at uni, I had less time to do what I wanted, and my mental capacity was busy with trying to work on uni briefs and finish projects for deadlines, and there was a lot going on, and I took it all very seriously. So when I finished uni, I thought it was going to feel like freedom. I could do anything I wanted. I can do all the projects I wanted. I didn't have to write evaluations, and I could just take pictures of everything and anything I wanted. And I would have all the time in the world to travel, and in a way that was true. I did all those things. I traveled, I took pictures, I made videos. Problem is, without the structure of university and how much I hated it whilst being at uni, I had no self. I couldn't set deadlines for myself, because if I set a deadline saying, okay, next week I'm going to finish this or that and get it done, I knew that was a deadline set by me. So if I set it, I can move it, and if I can move it, I don't have to finish it until it's ready. And if I can not finish it until it's ready, then I don't have to finish it ever, because in my opinion, even my best projects, after being handed in for university, for example, they weren't finished. I always had room for improvement, and uni didn't allow for that improvement because there was a deadline when I had to hand in my work. So if it wasn't perfect, then tough. It had to be handed in anyway. Or I could just give nothing and then fail, but that's not an option. So, and that's something I struggle in my day-to-day life as a photographer, as an artist. I have all these ideas, I take pictures, I do videos, not as much as I once did, but I do. And every time I do, I struggle to actually put those ideas out there, get those projects finished, because I know that if I take a little bit more time, I can get them to be better. I can improve them, I can make sure that there is nothing wrong with them. And saying that out loud, I know how stupid and crazy it sounds, because there is nothing ever will be perfect, but I think a lot of things are good enough, and that is something that I need to maybe hear myself say out loud a bit more, because yeah, like I say, I don't allow myself to just put things out there, which is also why making these videos with no edits, no cuts, no just me ranting on, is helpful, because it shows that you don't need to put a lot of effort into making things that you share with people. And I hope that one day, maybe soon, maybe in, very far future, I will make, a few changes to these videos, maybe a few edits, maybe, I don't know, I'll make them better. But for the moment, I just enjoy the fact that I'm finally sharing stuff. And it's a nice challenge. But yeah, I'm just at the house, so this is it. I think yeah, it's a 5 minute video. It's good. Hopefully I'll either. I think yeah, that idea was very well put together. Thank you.